Right, this putt to break par. Welcome down to another episode of Breaking Par. Today I am at Long Ashton Golf Club. I've wanted to play this course since I moved into the area, so really excited about this 18 holes. Stay tuned. Last couple of rounds have been over par, 4 under par at Manor House recently as well, so that's kind of giving me the positive vibes that I can go out today and shoot under par. So stick with me, 18 holes, fingers crossed. Come on, good golf, come on. Right, first hole's drivable, 317 yards. There's an opportunity here. It's very tight down there though, downwind as well, downhill. So I'm going to take a little bit off it, but there's a chance of making an eagle or a birdie or a quad. All right, fade it off that left bunker. It's a hand off the club start. It's actually bad enough, it's going to be all right. Good start. Right, as mentioned, it's bad enough to be okay. If I'd hit that, if I'd have even just hit it anywhere further on the face, it was in these trees. I've got a bit of a gap now, kind of, it's all sloping from left to right, so I can avoid these trees. Little chip and run with a 9-iron from 45 to the front edge of the green. Flag's probably 50 total. I'm gonna try and land it about halfway and see how firm these fairways are. I caught the bloody tree. Go on. That tree might have actually just saved me. Go up. Ah, no, maybe not. It's just finished. Front edge of the green, just short of the front edge of the green. Just clipped these berries. Berries took a lot out of the golf ball. We can still birdie this. This first hole is not really going to plan, but the next hole I've just seen, it's a very short downhill par 3. If I can coax this in there nice and tight, make par, get away to the next. Wow, these greens. So I was warned when I arrived that the greens are incredible and they're fast. I hit that so soft. Not had a putt yet. I have been to the range though, but I haven't had a putt. And I will concur, these greens are, wow, they're unreal. Right, par start, not ideal, but we're easing into it. Little short par 3 next. Second hole, 128 yards, middle of the green, which is pretty much where the flag is. It's straight downhill as well. Just working on a little bit of a transition adjustment. I had a little bit of time with Pete Cowen at the Live Golf event, and he kind of gave me a few little reminders that I need to work on. If you're working on your game, comment below, what are you working on? If you're not working on anything, I feel like you should always be working on a little bit of something. Just keep the mind nice and fresh. If you want something to work on, find me on the Skillest app. The link is down below and I will get you going. Right, let's see if Pete's got my swing going. 126. Oh, it's a beautiful strike. Is it enough yardage though? Oh, it is. Oh, it's a beauty. A little bit of spin back. We're about 10 feet. That's what lessons do for you. That's what they do. Right, better ball striking off the tee. That was a nice kind of, one of those nice flush, kind of pure little wedge shots. Very nice feeling that. Beautiful turf, lovely landing, bit of spin back, which I probably didn't really need in the end. Chance of birdie now though. Not seeing much in this, maybe a touch off the right at the end, but maybe a little bit off the left at the start. Oh, it's online, folks. I actually completely misread it, pulled it, and it worked out great, but didn't hit it hard enough because it was actually breaking left to right at the end. It was almost like a tactical pull. But you know what? It's another safe par with level through 2. Still finding my feet, but getting all right, doing all right. All right, not panicking. Third hole, 370. I mean, I can't see where we're going. We're actually down on the yellow tee marker. So there's a yellow boulder in front, which I presume is my line. 370, so I'm just gonna hit a 2-iron. Anything under 400 yards, and if I can't see the hole, it doesn't look inviting, which obviously this doesn't, I'll always drop down to like a 2-iron just to feel like I've got a bit more safety with it. On the map though, it doesn't look like there's anything up there, so try and believe that line that they've given me and just rip it. It's okay. I would say it's a little bit lower on the face than I would have liked, but it's 80% good. So we're on the fairway. Right, to be fair, it was a little bit right. Everything kind of slopes down from left to right. Done all right, it's okay though. 130 front of the green, 145 middle. It's actually a little bit downwind, but uphill. I've just got a pitching wedge, which is like a 135 club. I'm just gonna like feel one in there. Otherwise, I feel like I'd be hitting a gap where it's quite firm. And when the ball's below your feet, it makes it a bit more difficult for strike. So a little feely wedge, should even fade a little bit. So we're gonna go just left of flag, stay away from that greenside bunker. Ball below feet, get a little bit lower in the posture. Little punchy one. Fade anytime now would be nice. Oh, punched it, and I've not punched it hard enough. It is just shy of the very front edge. Just to be more aggressive. Not ideal, was it? I kind of played it well, just didn't hit it hard enough. Probably needs what, another 1, 2, 3, 5 yards. 5 yards, that's a really good shot. 5 yards left, it just looks like a really bad shot. Right, up the hill, got a little lob wedge and let it release a little bit up the hill. Oh! Nearly. I've got more chance of holding a chip than a putt. Should be safe enough to say. Par's in. Oh, fancy that chip, you know. All right, fourth hole, 500 yards, par 5. It looks pretty tight up there, to be fair. All like an elevated fairway as well, so. All right, off that left side, wind off my back as well, little fade. Perfect. Take that. Lovely drive, nice big high cut down the middle of the fairway, very professional. 205 yards to the middle of the green. Flag's at the back though, so that's 215 to the back. It's about 210 flag or something like that. 205 is the number though, straight downwind. It's an awkward number that. Probably say that. I think I say that every time I get a yardage, to be honest. They're all awkward. I'm gonna go 5-iron, I'm gonna be aggressive. I'm not going to hit it like flat out, because I feel like if I hit a 6, I would have to smash it. This one's just going to be a nice, smooth 5-iron. Pitch it at 205, release up to 210. I might actually do it. Go on then. Oh, I think it's actually just gone to 205 and just stopped dead. But we have about, from this distance, looks about 20 feet for eagle. One of my better 5-irons, that, I enjoyed it. We've got left 3, 6, 9, 12 foot up the hill, left to right, to go 2 under. Quite a generous start in fairness around Long Ashton to start with. We've got the par 4 first, which to be fair is a birdieable hole. Very short second. Third's all right, I suppose. Awkward tee shot because you can't see where you're going. This now is a gimme birdie, potential eagle. So in fact, when I hit it, I thought that's always going to be a little low, but it kind of did hold its line quite nicely for a while. But it's a birdie, 1 under through 4. It's a nice place to be. I'm feeling some red numbers today, folks. Hole number 5, and we've got another par 5. So we're going back-to-back par 5s, which means we've got back-to-back potential for birdies. This one is 555 yards though. So it's a little bit longer. Actually, the wind's probably a little bit of hurt because we're going back the same way that we just came from. Now, I've just filmed an absolute banger of a video. It was awesome, a transition video all about the driver. And the demonstration shot that I hit in that video was the best drive I've hit in years. So it's staying on this video because it was so good, and it's with the golf ball I've been using as well. So let's head up there. Boy, that was a good shot. Right, a little bit unfortunate here. Fairway kind of slopes down here, so I've ended up in that kind of nasty little area, ball below my feet in the rough. 265 to the back of the green, so I've got 3 wood, it's uphill. There looks like there's a huge kind of drop off there, so I'm going to try and err on the side of caution and keep this down the left. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot more room left, so I'm going to smash a 3 wood up there. Play to what you see, and I think I can see that. Oh my God, guys, that is unreal. That is on the flag. That is so good. Little fair, oh, you'll see it in a minute. I can't fully see the golf ball, but it excites me enough to be excited that I think we're gonna have an eagle putt. I reckon it got to the top of the hill and come back down. Oh, a bit of an anticlimax after saying I've got an eagle putt. Couldn't really see it though. Right, I've chipped it uphill into wind. Greens seem like they've been quite receptive. That chipper hit on the par 4 was really nice. So I've got a 58 degree out again. Land this about 4/5 of the way. Come on, up and down. Into wind, uphill, so it could be aggressive. I caught it a little heavy. I didn't. Be aggressive. I said I was going to be aggressive. Decelerate and just dug it in a little bit. That's a bad shot, Carter. Probably the wrong club selection, really. I think with a lob wedge, all those elements like into wind, uphill, you have to fly it literally all the way, and I just didn't get a big enough swing on it. Poor that. I've been trying lots of different shots as well, and should have backed myself really. All right, uphill left to right. Probably got a cup left. Hasn't moved. Oh, guys, that's a poor par if ever I saw one. That's a poor par. That was a gimme, that as well. Can't help but feel a bit disappointed with that. 6th hole, par 4. It's gone now. 330 yards to the front edge of the green. Honestly, this is like, I'm tempted with the driver because I've been hitting the driver really well. It's just so narrow up there. Look how amazing that hole looks. What a frame. What a beautifully framed hole. Now I'm going to hit an iron. For me, I've got to cut it off the bunkers and the trees, which is a bit risky. So we're going to hit a little iron which draws, but doesn't draw much. Just going to pipe it down there. Come on. Give myself 7 out of 10. It was okay. It's on the fairway. Or the semi-rough. Nope, fairway again. It's fine. It's okay. It's a decent shot. It's a professional shot. Professional choice. Kind of well executed. I'll take it. Right, like I said, professional shot. 100 yards in now, which it's not my number, is it? Let's be fair. Downwind, 100 yards. So I'm going to play it about 90-ish. Little feely 56 degree. Come on, up and down would be tremendous. Ball slightly above my feet, face plane tilt, which would make the ball go slightly left. So it's going to allow for a little bit of that. Little punchy one, 56. Hasn't moved on me at all. Distance-wise, it's okay. Directionally, I was safe. I was too safe. So, we're going to go up there and we're going to 2-putt for par. Just got to the ridge and that spun back down the ridge, so I probably needed to go past the hole, which I'll be honest, I didn't know about. So I didn't realise the ridge was there. A little bit from the right, not much though. I'm probably directly underneath the pin here. We're in. Birdie, 2 under. Feels good. You know what, when you do that, I automatically think back to how many birdies I could have had, but I'll just enjoy that one now. Enjoy it. 2 under. Right, this is a longer hole, this. 400 yards to the middle of the green into wind. It looks like it's probably a little bit uphill. The ball's going to be landing on a slight uphill fairway, so need a bit more beans off this driver. Right, we're going to go up the left-hand side with a little bit of fade. Whatever wind is up there that's hurting, and off the left. So let's tee it a bit lower. Let's get that little kind of punchy cut vibe. Oh. It's not actually that bad. It's just down the tree line. When it came off the face, I was like, that is going to be horrific. But it started where I wanted it to, on the left rough, and it's finished in the right rough, so it's curved a lot, but just need to pray, fingers crossed, for a good lie. I love that shot as well. I hate it when it doesn't come off. I'll be honest, if you look back towards the tee there, then there's the trees I was talking about. The tee's just behind the trees, so I thought I was in the trees. Little did I know the fairway's here, so that's fine. That's made me look a little bit better. Still an awful shot, but hey, I've got 150 to the middle of the green, which is where I think the flag might be. Uphill into a breeze. No breeze there, so I might hit quickly. So I've got a 9-iron, which is on the cusps really. I'm gonna have to hit this pretty hard. So if it goes past, the greens have been quite receptive, so it will spin back. Be as good as you look. Wow. I mean, 130 yards to the front of the green. That's where it's finished. Can't even feel anything. It must be up there. Right, pitched here, so it's pitched about 135, 140, which is probably about right actually, uphill into wind. Right, I can't mark it, can I? Just off the green. Going across, slightly up, outside chance, feeling positive, obviously, after that last putt dropping in for me. So this to go to 3 under. Bit on the, I was about to say then, a bit on the soft side, but it's actually made it. That's how good and fast these greens are. I thought I'd underhit that. I think after that tee shot, which I thought was awful, I'm happy with a 1 foot tap in par. Right, next hole. I think we've got to go up some more hills. Right, 8th hole's a short one, 281 to the front edge of the green, but you can't see it, so it's kind of, it is downwind, and I reckon if I play here again, I'll probably go for it. I've got a 2-iron though, because I'm going to see the group in front, I can see their bags. So I'm going to aim at those, little bit of shape from left to right, inside of 50 yards short of the front edge of the green. So hopefully, decent strike away, we should be up there. But it is drivable. I'd be interested to see where a driver would go next. It's fading a bit too much, if I'm honest. Well, I think I saw a first bounce. I didn't see a second, so let's see what happens when we get up there. Right, naively managed to cut the corner, because the corner is there. So that's worked out quite well. I know a lot of people do comments saying, oh, you should get like a local caddy or get the rangefinder. Or course planner. I actually really do like it. I really do enjoy playing courses, not knowing where I'm going. You kind of get away with these little shots sometimes. There's other times when, to be fair, it has cost me a few shots. But it's enjoyment stuff. Right, I'm going to land the little lob wedge just on the green and let it release 30 yards to the front edge. So it's a decent 2-iron there. Sit. Sit. Oh, it's just, oh, sit. Wow, that has rolled on unbelievably far. I can't figure out why. I know that I've not hit the green from 30 yards, technically. I'm putting still, but... And I've just missed my bag. So the back nine's gonna be fun. What I did then, I've just kind of been recapping it. The little shot I played was what I've been working on a little bit with the release chip shot. So when I come through the ball, I just release the club. You get a little bit of check still. Probably didn't hit it perfectly, but it was coming out of rough as well. Probably one of those ones where I need to maintain loft and get the softer landing. When I do that, I get really frustrated then when I leave it really short. So I need to really hone in on this part of the game because it's getting weaker and weaker, even though I'm playing more and more. That's just more shot selection than anything else. Didn't quite pull it off as I wanted to, but the shot selection was wrong. Oh, that would have been nice. Come on, come on. Right, a little break, nothing much in this. Whew. Worked out to be quite a difficult par, that did. 9th hole, 138 to the front edge of the green. Uphill, which is perfect yardage for the wedge, but a little bit downwind. 150 to the back. Just don't see a 9 there. No, I do, but I see a punchy little 9, like a feely one. Feely little 9. Balls don't feel like it's travelling very far today. Or maybe I'm just not hitting it very far today. Little punchy 9. 150 to the back, so got loads of space. It's on the green. I reckon pin high, just pulled it a touch. It's on the green, left side, about pin high it looks from here. It's a decent shot. What are we now? Are we two under? We could get to the turn, well, we will get to the turn in under par, maybe even bogey free. Okay, just shy of pin high. That was surprised that, again, it's not traveling that far at the moment. It's all good though. We got a birdie putt up the hill, quite a bit up the hill as well, left to right, kind of the last third of the putt as well. Well, not sure what to say about that. It didn't really break at all. Pace would have been maybe a couple of feet short, but because I've aimed it a couple of feet left, I've now got a little nervy one to get through the first 9 bogey free. Right on the edge. I'm not aiming outside of the hole here, right on the edge. Oh, just sometimes, you know, when you just take your time a little bit, you go through the motions, it feels good. Especially when you just clean those ones up for par. Right, 2 under par at the turn, bogey free, bring on the back 9. Right, 10th hole, 375, front of the middle of the green. Wind into and off the left a little bit. So I'm gonna hit this. For me, I'm just gonna try and hit this hard down the left side, and it will fade. When I hit it hard, it just has that little fade, which is why I'm really getting on quite nicely with this driver at the moment. Yep, it's good. I was worried it was going to fade too much, but it's not. It's absolutely fine. Right centre of the fairway, mush. Lovely drive, gotta say it. 85 yards to the front edge of the green. Flag is just on as well, so it's probably 90 pin, just over 90 pin. So similar shot to I hit before where I made birdie. It was not the best approach, but I'm just going to use that for distance. Similar sort of distance to that one. Be a bit more aggressive to the flag this time. Needs to go, I think. Oh no, it's decent. I would say it's 90 yards, not 95. I thought I just popped it up in the air a bit too high and my divots exploded, but it's okay. Happy with that. There's a chance of birdie. Birdie. Can't even speak. Chances uphill, left to right. I had this putt a few times today. Can I convert it? 3 deep through 10 would be nice. 4 under at Manor House, remember, so I could be threatening that score. Oh, I've allowed too much. There's a decent pace on it. I didn't really want to hit it any softer. Just allowed a bit too much break. But for once, you know what, in fairness, I left it on the high side. Right, we're still 2 under though. I played all right, comfortable. 11th hole, 305 yards to the front, middle of the green. Got a bit bold here, I can see quite a lot. It kind of suits my shape. So up that left side, little fade. Oh, that's not the best. That wasn't great. Not ideal. Under a tree. Very simple, very easy tee shot that really. Should have hit 2 iron in hindsight. I've got a gap there. If I can just get past these trees, if I can hit this 20 yards, and then I'll leave it up to my short game for a bit of chipping and putting. I've got 70 yards to the front. Ah, oh, I mean, beep. Did it hard enough. Right, probably the first hole today. We're actually up against it for par here. Could be the first drop shot of the day. 50 to the middle. Come on, up and down. Keep the scorecard clean. That's a bit left. Oh, left and bounce left. Par from there would be exceptional. Oh, it's an outside chance of a par. There's not much in this though, in fairness. Maybe, I'm going to pop this on the left edge. There's not a lot in it at all. Wasn't it? It was a good putt. It just probably started, although I aimed it left edge, it probably started middle of the hole, so it just veered a little bit. Remember, where you aim doesn't mean the ball will start there. The intention was right and correct. Result wasn't. Back to 1 under through 11. 380 to the middle of the green. into a bit of a breeze. A couple of bunkers down the right, but 250 to clear them. So feel like it's pretty wide open. Also look at the course map as well. I'm not overly, not stressed. Just don't want to hit a tee shot like the one on the last. So I've got a little line, natural little fade. If I hit it hard, it will just cut a tiny bit. It's when I kind of back off it a little bit, that's when I get a bad swing. See, that's absolutely A1. Oh, beauty. Right, lovely tee shot. Nice to split the fairway. 95 to the middle, 105 to the back, 105 flag rail. I'm gonna hit that 56-degree shot. Probably just need to get a little bit more out of it, which is plenty more in the tank to get out of it anyway. So like a good full one, this really. Well, no, not a full one. A good solid 3/4 one. Does it need to go? Yeah, it does. It's a good yardage that, and I've mishit it. It's all right. It's in the middle of the green, but it's not. I'm not making birdie from 40 feet. Right, disappointing shot that. Just walking up, I kind of thought actually maybe I should just hit like a punchy gap wedge. The theory is just going long. So I suppose in one instance there, I've put in for birdie. The worst scenario would have been just catching it amazing and just smashing it over the back and then struggling with for par. So as misses go, this is decent, but you can't help but feel a bit frustrated. Right, uphill, left to right. It's not left to right, it's gone right to left. Now we've got a little tasty one. I've got to be honest, I did actually just pull it a tiny bit. Right, this is an awkward one. I did pull it a touch, but it definitely moved the opposite way to what I thought. Right, I'm gonna have to aim. I'm aiming just outside the hole here. Not the ideal par putt after already bogeying the last. Just outside the left, dead weight. Thank you, thank you. Right, par saved, still in the reds, under par, let's go. Next hole, par 3, 175 yards to the middle of the green. I've got a 6-iron. Just feel like it's, if anything, whatever wind's up there is slightly into. 195 to go over the back, so I'm not worried about that because of the wind. So I'm just gonna hit like just a solid 6 really. Like that. That actually could go in the hole. Go in. Oh, that's close. I actually shouted get in. I'm a whole club too far. Should have backed myself on the 7, but obviously I can't really tell where the flag was from the tee. If I'd have known the flag was in the very front, I would have hit 7-iron for sure. But we went middle of the green, so I hit the right club, I hit the right shot, can't complain. Always complain in hindsight. Well, to be fair, I just always complain. Right, I'm gonna go about 2 foot left of the hole here. Short. Little upslope there. Oh, it's done all right actually. I thought, in fairness, from here it goes up, so I thought he was going to finish a little bit shorter than that. So that's not that bad. Tap in 3. Stress-free par. Right, hole 14, we've got 433. It's a long par 4, this one. 2 bunkers down the left-hand side. I'm going to aim just right of them, and then just, again, like I said a few times, just kind of hit the hard driver. And for me, it just cut a little bit from left to right. So a little bit downwind as well, actually. So I could get a decent one away here, get myself inside of 120 yards or so. Just like that. There's part 1 done. Little fade down the middle. There she goes. Happy days. This is honestly the most important club in the bag. Nice drive. Probably could have got away with a little bit more round the corner and got a bit more off the fairway, but I've still got 113 to the front edge of the green, so that's a good drive. Good, very good for distance. Flag is probably, I don't know, it looks about 5 to 7 paces on. So let's say 115 to the flag. Downhill, downwind, so maybe 100 yards or so. Got a 50-degree here. Kind of goes against how I've been playing this shot previously. Remember a couple of holes ago, I tried to hit the 56, hit it hard, and didn't hit it well, so I finished way short. So this one now, I'm just going to take the pressure off the quality of strike and just go up a club and just punch one in there. Because again, it's going to stop dead. It's not going to release when it lands. So take dead aim, back myself to hit the ball straight with this club. 100 yards. Don't know if I hit it hard enough. I've not hit it hard enough. Go! Okay, it's worked out okay. Landed just shy of the green, got a decent bounce. We're about 10, 15 foot or so. Not bad. Right, outside, well, birdie chance. Up the hill, not much in this to be fair. It doesn't look like it. Just more about the pace and get the start line right. I've just hit a couple of little pulls. I'm guessing I'm saying left to right a little. Am I saying left to right a little bit? No, I'm saying right to left a little bit. Right edge up the hill. Birdie! What score am I now? Am I 2 under? Back to 2 under. Oh, that's a relief. That felt nice. I'm happy. 15th hole's a long one, 460 into the wind. This is a beast of a hole. Let's just get this tee shot away. If I can get this tee shot away around about 280, we'll certainly leave an easier second shot. So I'm going to hit this hard again. Hard down the left, we'll allow that little fade to work. Not an amazing strike, but it's absolutely fine. Stay down the left. Had a little cut on it. It's probably found the rough. Probably only got about 260, 270. Means I'm gonna have a longish second, but I'll be fine. 190 to the front, 205 to the middle, 220 to the back. So straight into wind. I did have a 5-iron out. I've gone up to a 4. I'm just gonna punch a 4-iron. 5-iron, the harder I hit it, the more it spins, the higher it goes, the more the wind affects it. So I'm hoping a little punchy 4 number will be a good one. And 220 into wind with a 4-iron shouldn't go too far. So I'm gonna hit like a good solid 3/4 shot, just a little bit further back in my stance than normal, but not in the center. Just a good solid shot. Oh, I've come out of it. Just got there, got stuck, didn't really fully commit to it. I almost felt like I was aiming a bit left and I tried to manipulate myself through impact. Comment below, how often does that happen? It's annoying that when that happens as well. Should have stopped. Right, not fully committed, a little bit short, a little bit right, out of the rough, loads of green to work with, which is a positive. Gonna just allow this to release. So I'm gonna try and, I don't wanna land this too far onto the green. I'm gonna do everything within the shot to make it release. It's coming out of the rough, it's not in an amazing lie. I'm gonna go back on my stance, I'm gonna release the club so the ball releases as well. So literally just wanna pop this a couple of feet onto the front edge. Go, go on, go. You know what? I did everything I said I was gonna do. It literally landed exactly where I said as well. It's just not come out, it's not come out hot enough off the rough. So I'm gonna leave myself probably a 6 to 8 footer for par that. 3, 6, 9, 12, maybe 18 foot. 15 foot, that was terrible 3 times statement. Not what I wanted, that was poor. Just my shot selections are just not quite right. I suppose if I'd have walked up onto the green, there's a long, long way between that front edge. So anyway, that's gone. This is the present. Not a massive amount of break in it. It's makeable for par. It's not moving, is it? Kind of like, I knew it wasn't going to break much and I could see it. Yeah, I kind of almost allowed for a bit of break out of just in case. It makes no sense. Just thought, just in case it turns, I'll aim right. It didn't, so it didn't. Right, I'm going to be aggressive here. 16th hole, 342 yards to the middle of the green. I'm going to be aggressive. It kind of slopes downhill and left to right, so I'm not saying I'm going to get there, but I want to try and get to within 20 yards, try and get up and down for birdie, try and get that shot back. Trees on the left of my line. Again, like I keep saying, if I hit it hard down the left, it will cut back. Got to tee a little bit low just to encourage that cut as well. Oh, how many times have I said it now? It's not worked. Come on, keep cutting. I saw it drop, but I don't know what happened then. Such a good strike as well. I just pulled it a little bit, and that's why it's not cut as much. If I hadn't pulled it, it'd been perfect. But I did. Fingers crossed. Pray for my golf ball. Right, got lucky to be fair, so we did hit the trees. Like I say, everything's cambering down this way and there, so not in a bad place at all. Really good lie as well, actually. These are kind of in my head, not massively in the way. Flag is at the very back. It's 113 to go over the back, 93 to the middle, which I'm going to play it as 93 because it's downhill, downwind. So a little 90-yard shot, little sand wedge. It's got a pitch. Might even release a little bit as well once it lands. Need to go a little bit. Go, go, go. Ah, short. Got a bit of work to do here for the old birdie. Uphill, relatively slow one. Big slope actually from this kind of level up to that back tier. Couldn't have landed it much further because it would have landed into the slope anyway. If I landed it on the top there, imagine it went over the back, it would have been a disaster down there. So this is an okay leave. I suppose in hindsight, could have gone down a club again, gone to like a gap wedge, landed it in that same place, it would have released more, but we're learning, we live and learn. Oh, I'll give it a bit of a, I'll give it a bit of beans. That's not that bad. Oh, tidied up. Don't give those putts any respect, you'll hold it every time. Hole 17, right, we're getting close to the end, still one under though, which is good, obviously, because I'm breaking par, but it's a bit nervy at one under, isn't it? Right, 175 to the middle of the green, uphill into wind. I've got a 200, I've got a 195 club, I've got my 6-iron. I'm tempted by a little punchy 5 the more I stand here. 160 front, should be all right with a 6. Should just draw on me a little bit as well, so I'm going to allow for a touch of draw. Should be the right number. Oh, I think I might have just found greenside bunker. Right, actually short of the bunker, just literally on the front edge of the green, so 160 that went, uphill into wind. I should have gone with the 5. My up and down ratio has not been great today. I don't think I've even got up and down when I have missed a green, so come on, this is the time now to certainly get up and down. I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive with my flight and get it landing a bit closer. Go in, go in. That was so close. So close, but now it's 6 foot past. That was so close. Okay, it's a bit more than 6 foot, guys. Come on, please go in. Please go in. Otherwise I'm gonna have to birdie the last, which I still want to do anyway, but I really have to birdie the last if this misses. Oh. All the way down there, it was just drifting from left to right. Bogey, level par, I'm absolutely knackered. Come on now, last bit of energy, that last hole better be like a 400-yard par 5. It is a par 5, yes. Not that that means it's a guaranteed, but you know what I mean, it just makes things a little bit easier, I think. However, it's not 400 yards, it's 544 yards. Reachable in 2, yes. But I need to absolutely pipe it down the middle here. Hard off that left, come on. Left side, hit it hard, commit to the shot. Wind's probably, to be fair, it's probably helping as well with the wind. If I can get this out there about 320, got every chance. It's on the fairway. It's a decent strike as well. Yes, stay there. Happy days, part 1 done. Told you, ripped it. I've got 224. That means that tee shot went 320 exactly to this point. So 320-yard tee shot, wind off my back, a little bit of trees to kind of cover, but to be fair, I've got to hit a fade with the wind anyway, so they're not really in the way. 224 to the middle of the green, wind slightly helping. I've got a 5-iron. Little cutty 5-iron inside the greenside bunker. Just a little bit of wind action on this. Come on, up and down. I've got the cut, I've got the cut, I've got the distance. I've got the bounce as well. Stay there. Oh my God, folks. Sit, 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 sit. We are dancing. We are on the green. That definitely landed short of the green because the first bounce was super firm and then it just kind of released. I've got no idea relative to the flag as to where it is, but I hope it's close. Imagine, eagle finish for a 2 under. Right, that flag is so far back, by the way. 220 to the middle of the green, about 235, 240 flag it was in the end. Ball is pretty much middle of the green, went about 220. Right, 2 putts to shoot under par. Pretty much left to right all the way. Pace is going to be pretty important. Go, do it, go, go, go. Woo. Little on the short side, it's kind of a little bit more uphill as we get a little closer. Right, this putt to break par. Come on. Inside left edge, up the hill. I was so nervous on that putt then, by the way. I was actually really nervous. Right, 1 under par. We're back in the red after last week's horror show. Actually, no, last week's horror show wasn't so horrible. The week before was a horror show. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Massive, massive thank you to Long Ashton Golf Club. If you'll have me back, I will be back to do some more filming. So thank you very much for having us. Like, subscribe. See you next time.